afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. Just mind me having a little bit of a hobble. I had a mishap the other day and just walked off the end of a 4-foot wall and pulled my Achilles tendon. So be gentle on me today, folks. My name's Grant Child. My role is to facilitate proceedings here for you today and give you all equal opportunity to purchase your new home. What I can tell you, folks, if you don't do it here today, our market is running absolutely rampant with what we call conditional buyers. So give it your best shot here. You're in a very elite position, and that is, of course, that position of cash. So give it your best shot here today. Our vendors are very keen to talk to you today, not tomorrow, because if they talk to you tomorrow, you might just be competing against somebody else as well. I've got Gemma Shilton. She's taking Robin's place. Robin is a little bit under the weather at the moment, so Gemma is looking after all the technology in the auction room. And I've also got the team with me, Craig, Karen, Jill and Gordon. They are here today to assist you. If your bids don't take me to the vendor's reserve price, that's the only level that I'm authorised as the auctioneer to be able to continue with you and do business with you today. If we don't make that level, then I'll simply pause the auction. One of the team will step in and see if we can't assist you in purchasing your new home here today. Like I said, folks, give it your best shot now, because if it does come back to me and I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include those conditional buyers. So let's just turn our attention to the documentation. Of course, any bids today are on the basis that we have provided you with the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They're available on the stand outside of the room. But I'm sure the boot of your car has got more in them than what our storage facilities have, because we're obliged to give them out to everybody. So the most important document, of course, is the one you see up on the screen now, and that is the draft terms and conditions of sale here today. Finalised copies also available out in the stand, and if there's been any amendments to those draft contracts that have been circulated, I'll alert you to what those amendments are, but our salespeople will have informed you on those anyway. So I'm just going to go back to the front page of the contract. What you see up there on the screen in blue is what we call the conduct of auction. I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. Essentially, what comes as no surprise is the owners have definitely set reserve prices, which I've already alluded to as well, subject to that being reached or exceeded. Then the highest bidder, while you're declared the purchaser. Before you commence any celebrations, folks, I need two things from you. One is your autograph, and that's, of course, on the contract. And the other one is a little bit of your hard-earned cash paid into our trust account. You can do that electronically out of reception, and of course that is 10% of the purchase price. That forms the deposit, and the balance is then payable on settlement date. So anything else as far as the contract is concerned, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract. One other point that I would like to highlight to you, though, folks, if I've only got one person that's participating in the contract, in the auction rather, then under clause 2.5, as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to submit what we call vendor bids. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids here today, folks. If I do use a vendor bid, it's because we are too far away from where the vendors are happy to continue discussions with you. I will disclose all vendor bids to you, and using the term vendor bid, funnily enough, and I'll make it very, very clear. So essentially what's happening, if I'm using a vendor bid, the vendors through me are saying to you, thanks but no thanks, you will need to be on the northern side of that if you wish to purchase our property. So happy to answer any questions at this junction, folks. Before we move on, whilst you might be thinking of one, just a reminder that Danielle Hayes was marking the property at 1/207 Ocean Beach Road. The vendor has identified some issues with that property, has withdrawn it from auction until they get everything sorted out. So if you are here for that property, Danielle is around. She's got another property, so just catch up with her and she'll update you with what's happening on Ocean Beach Road. Of course, at this juncture, we also welcome the viewers watching via the live stream as well. Obviously, our auctions go out over the worldwide web, so welcome along, folks, and enjoy the journey. And some of those viewers watching via the live stream are, of course, our phone bidders as well. So that's all brought to you by our good friends in Australia at Auctions Live. So certainly facilitating proceedings here. So facilitating proceedings on the first property of the afternoon has been Phil Richardson, working out of our Cherrywood office, and of course you would have all met him at 56 Hall Road. A property that's got a large section with that access to the estuary walkways and cycleways as well, so certainly prime location and prime spot for recreational facilities indeed. It is a freehold estate, 1,085 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title SA 3A, folio 383. We have authorised telephone bidding in place there, folks. The documentation has all been approved by the buyer and the seller, so no issues as far as that's concerned. 20 working days is still our settlement date, Phil?
That's correct.
Any changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. A couple of extra clauses in the contract, folks. One relating to the sleep out. Primarily, basically, what we're saying that you as the purchasers acknowledge and agree that sleep out, which is 9.6 square metres more or less in the southern corner of the property, does not have a building consent. Therefore, the warranties under clause 9.35 do not apply to that sleep out. And under clause 24, you also acknowledge and agree that the solar tubes on the roof of the house have been decommissioned. Therefore, the warranties under clause 9 do not apply to those solar tubes as well. So just making sure that you're right up with play with everything that you're bidding on here for number 56 Hall Road. Now have a look at this one that's coming up on the screen there, folks. Certainly an impressive sized lounge with the access to the large deck via the French doors as well. Of course, you've got the wonderful log fire and the HRV system to keep you nice and snug through the winter months, not too far away. We've got the modernised kitchen and dining area as well. Look at the beautiful native timber flooring that you see. That's certainly a classic indication of the vintage of the home, but it's certainly been updated since its origins here to facilitate all catering facilities for you there. As I mentioned, you've got that unconsented sleep out as well to use for whatever you like, and of course you've got large under-house storage as well. So probably this calibre, this location, well, can I suggest $1 million start? Somebody get me underway for $1 million. It's going to be yours, it's going to be our phone bidders. Who says go at $1 million? Quickly now, here's your chance. Come to mind, don't be shy. $1 million to get me underway.
$1,010,000.
$1,010,000, even better. I like being advanced like that. $1,010,000, it'll take $20,000 rises from here. At $1,010,000 with our phone bidder, who takes me to $1,030,000, are we in or out now? Let's get on the bike and pedaling now for Hall Road very quickly now, folks. First call, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Are we in or out? I know there's other interest in the property. Happy to advance it on behalf of the seller then at $1,030,000. Be very clear, that's one of those vendor bids I've just talked about in my preamble. On behalf of the vendor at $1,030,000, making it $1,050,000, shall we there, Sharon, with your phone bidder? What about all you others in the room here? If this is the one you've come for, now's the time to stamp your mark. Chasing down $1,050,000 now. Are we in or out? First call now at $1,050,000, looking for now.
Yeah, $1,050,000.
Thank you. At $1,050,000 it is. At $1,050,000 with our phone bidder over here on the left-hand side here with Sharon from our Cherrywood office at 1050 000. Chasing down another $20,000 rise quickly now. First call now at $1,050,000, looking for 70 now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. In or out. Going to go once more then, Sharon, on behalf of the seller now at $1,070,000. Make it $1,090,000. We'll pause and talk if there's no further bidding. At $1,070,000. Just need that $1,090,000 and we'll pause if there's no further bidding and give them the opportunity to continue discussions with the seller.
80?
90? Trying to help them along the way here. Let's go, boys. $1,070,000 the bid. Looking for that $1,090,000. Give you that opportunity to discuss. Thank you. Appreciate you working with us as well. At $1,090,000 with our phone bidder. Obliged to put it to the floor once more, folks. Only the one registered phone bidder. So if this is the one you're here for, you need to let us know right here, right now. At $1,090,000, first call. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. In or out. Bids at the back there, Gordon, at $1,090,000. Can you see if you can help with phone bidders, please? Right, we'll go straight on to our second property that's about to come up on the screen now, and this is property number 7, Tauranga Place. Of course, Nicholas Maloney from our Lakes office is the marketing consultant you would have met at the open homes or your private inspections. Have a look at that property that's on the screen right before you here today, folks. Absolutely beautifully presented, multi-dimensional property, and of course in a prime Matua location indeed. When we look at the legal aspects, it's a freehold estate, 704 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer, all described in record of title SA 17B, folio 1279. 20 working days from today's date is your settlement date. Any other changes to that? Bit of flexibility around that, Nicholas. The channels list, no changes there. So everything's as Nicholas has had circulated out there. Of course, back to the property itself, you've got that spacious open plan with the window seat. You've got that flowing connection to the newly refurbished deck where you can enjoy the sea views for relaxation as well. So certainly a stunning opportunity for you, and as I mentioned, beautifully presented. The top floors, well, that offers you that casual media lounge. It's got the new skylight in there as well. You've got the wide water and narrow panoramas from up in that location. Absolutely stunning indeed. You're in zone for the wonderful Matua school, very popular indeed. A property that's at the pinnacle of all that's desirable, and of course that magnificent Matua lifestyle is what's on offer here at 7 Tauranga Close. In your hands, Wise, where would you like to start me away for this one? Be very careful waving out like that in an auction room, especially. You're okay, but I wouldn't be doing it if the now selling sign's flashing. Just a little bit of friendly advice from an auctioneer. At the moment, I'm looking for an opening bid. Would you like to give me one, man? I could just see you living in this home. It is a beautiful home indeed. Probably actually talking to the owner. Stating the obvious. Right, let's get underway for number 7, Tauranga Place, folks. If you come by, don't be shy. I'm not going to help you with this one. First call for a start, you set the benchmark. Second time. Third, last opportunity. Obviously no cash today, Nicholas, so I'll hand it back to you and Brendan, and a little bit more work to do on that one, but I'm sure you're going to have that sold sticker up. Thank you, Ralph. You're welcome. Our catalogue, folks, we'll be back to you with the result on Hall Road as soon as we can. 141 Evans Road is the next one. Of course, Danielle Hayes, needing no introduction, working out of our Mount Maunganui office, doing a great job as always. If an honest to goodness home ownership is on your agenda, then you've got to, and you're looking for something that's got some very sound foundations, then have a look at this property, folks. It ticks all of those boxes indeed. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 735 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title SA 62A, folio 724. 15 working days, Danielle. Not very long indeed to wait to be able to pick up the keys, have your furniture truck in the driveway, unloading your personal effects into this wonderful property. Any differentiation to that? Channels list, any additions, deletions, nothing there. So we do have a couple of extra clauses in the contract that just need to make you aware of, folks. The first one, I'm not going to go through it in its entirety. It's been there right since day dot. It's all about the limitations of liability. However, I do bring to your attention clause 24. Prior to settlement, the vendor warrants to have the bottom right-hand small glass pane in the lounge bay window replaced at the vendor's cost in all respects, and it will have that done in a tradesman-like manner. So, any other changes to the contract there, Danny? No? So, there we go, folks. Like I said, it's an honest-to-goodness home comprising that comfortable layout. You've got that abundance of absolute natural light and all-day sun. This property just bathes in. The open plan interior spaces connect comfortably to that covered patio area, you'll remember, and of course that provides scope to infuse your own flavour as well. The master bedroom will greets the rising sun with absolute perfection. You've got that, you're able to enjoy that garden aspect from the kitchen as well. Living life just minutes from the seashore and the swale. Well, the swale reserves rather. Well, that's just an absolute pivotal position there, providing ease with both schooling and services, all nice and handy to your new home at 141 Evans Road. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one as well, but happy to take an opening bid from you on the floor if you'd like to get in first.
900.
900, we're underway now at $900,000 with our phone bidder now at 900,000. Happy to take a 20 rise from there. At 900,000, where do we go from here, guys? Entirely up to you here in the room, just the one phone bidder registered for this one. 900,000, chasing down that $20,000 rise. First call now, second time, are we in or out? Third, final opportunity quickly now for you to join us. Happy to go on behalf of the owner at 920 with me. Vendor bid at 920, 940, 940, straight back it is at $940,000 on the left hand side here at 940,000, chasing down another time. I'll tell you what, I'll make it even nice and simple for you. I'll take a 10 if it's going to help you then. At $940,000, make it 50 if you will. First call, second time. Last chance, are we in or out? Since I suggested a 10, I'll pop one in for the vendor then at 950. Happy to take a 10 from them, put themselves back in front now. 960 we go. At $960,000, just the one bidder in at this point in time. Going to call it 3 times, folks. If you don't put your hand up right on the third call, I'm just going to pause the auction and we'll keep talking with our phone bidder on the phone. First call now at $960,000 in favour of the phone bidder. Second time bid. Last chance, center outs. Jill, it's on the phone at $960,000. Give me your assistant, please. Right, well, now we've got 2 properties being negotiated at the moment, folks, so we'll be back as soon as we can with the result of them, but we don't like to rush things. Buying and selling real estate, very important decision, so we'll press on. In the meantime, we'll present to you 92 Barry Road. Steve Cameron from our YD office has been presenting this property, of course, Barry Road being up there in the wonderful YD district there on the Hauraki Plains. This one here offers you a 4-bedroom home on a large section. It's absolutely a gift just waiting to be unwrapped up there in Barry Road. The legal aspects of it, 153828 is the record of title that describes all the legal aspects of it. It is a freehold estate, 1,603 square metres of land, and more or less is what you buy here in this particular location. Of course, as is standard with Waihi properties, folks, the Waihi mine clause is inserted in the contract, just guiding you to where you need to go to seek any advice you need in terms of buying property in Waihi in relation to the Waihi gold mine. 20 working days from today's date, Steve, is still our settlement date with flexibility around that. Channels, any additions, deletions to the channels? No changes there. So have a look at this courtyard, folks. Absolutely outstanding. It's really got it all. It's got space, it's got natural light, it's got that wonderful large gazebo that you see on the screen, and of course it's got the sauna. Does the sauna stays, does it? It does, yeah. It does? So there you go. Everybody's all set up for some wonderful evenings there and some great entertaining at this property. On the interior of the home, of course, you've got that practical and very functional layout for family living. It really is one of those homes that just makes life so easy. In fact, I'm going to use Steve's words just to round off the description of this property. He said in his notes that he sent down to me, he said, Grant, he said, this one's a real cracker. So there you go. If you want a real cracker up there in Barry Road and Waihi, folks, then you need to set me away now. Who'd like to start it away? I know we've got some late interest, haven't we, Steve? We had a talk yesterday. We've got some buyers that have inquired about the property, late interest, so you're in the position here today to bid and buy, folks. I would suggest that you disclose your interest right now, otherwise we're just going to keep working with our late interest. First call now for an opening bid. Second time. Third, last chance. Close the auction, Steve, hand it back to you, and I'm looking forward to getting a message from you that if things are going well with those buyers with that late interest, getting themselves in line to buy the property. It's a great one indeed. Pressing on through our catalogue, folks, we don't like to hold bids, like to hold people up. We know you're all busy people, like our team at EVES are. 131 Mansell's Road, the next one, of course, Crystal Harley, needing no introduction, been doing a great job with this property. It is a home with the good garaging and off-street parking. So if you're looking for something like that, then this one certainly ticks that box. We look at the legal aspects of it, folks, and it is a freehold estate. SA 28A folio 1318 is the record of title that describes the property. The dishwasher does stay, but there are no warranties with it, as you're purchasing the dishwasher as is, where is. Some extra clauses in the contract that I just highlight to you, folks. Clause 23, the purchaser acknowledges that you've read the LIM report for the property and are aware that the original code compliance certificate was not issued for the property. The vendor has been informed has been informed the Tauranga City Council will now issue a code compliance certificate. However, this document may or may not be received by the settlement date, but upon receipt of the code compliance certificate, the vendor warrants to pass that document on to the new owner. Clause 24 regarding the flats plan. Purchasers acknowledged disclosure by the vendor and of course Crystal as the marketing consultant or is otherwise aware of the fact that the building forming part of the property is not depicted on the registered flats plan and title. Clause 25, purchasers acknowledge that the vendor warranties contained in clause 9.31 do not apply with respect to the dishwasher. As I mentioned before, you purchase the dishwasher as is where it is. So just making sure that you are all fully up with the play, and before I go any further and share with you some pearls of wisdom about the property, I can tell you now that as a result of those additional clauses that have been recently inserted in the contract, we've got multiple buyers doing their due diligence on those clauses, and Crystal, you're expecting a couple of those buyers to be making an offer maybe today or tomorrow. So just providing total clarity for you here, folks. If you're in that position of cash, as I said, take that opportunity today. Did I mention the settlement date, 20th of May? Any other changes to the channels list? No? So we're all good to go. Have a look at this coming up on the screen there, folks. It's sunny and light. It's got that wonderful open plan living as well. It's a comfortable, easy living lifestyle here at 131 Mansell's Road. You've got that huge amount of extra space. Now, if you're looking for an investment property, Crystal has had a rental appraisal done on this property, and you can expect a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $650 to $700 a week for this property. You've of course got those beautiful gardens. You've got plentiful fruit trees to keep your fruit bowls full all summer long. So probably all the fruits being picked now, but it'll be in flower soon. So your next season's fruit won't be too far away. So, like I said, multiple buyers doing due diligence on this property as a result of those extra clauses inserted into the contract. So, cash buyers, now's the time. First call for an opening bid. Second time. Third. Last chance, in or outs. Okay, close the auction, Crystal. Those buyers that are doing their due diligence, they're looking forward to hearing from you. The property is still available. If you are interested in something like that, talk to Crystal, folks. Alright, those discussions are still going on those first two properties, so let's press on through our catalogue for today. Next one, 24 Benmore Crescent. Again, Nicholas Maloney been on the job with this one as well. Now, this is an absolutely charming brick and tile townhouse set right back on a rear freehold section, and of course located in the highly desirable Lakes location. Like I said, it is a freehold section there. Record of title is 751117 is the record of title that describes all the legal aspects of the property. There is a clause in the contract authorising the early release of the deposit inserted at the request of the vendor's solicitor. That's of course in relation to the Real Estate Agents Act 2008. 97 days from today's date, Nicholas, the settlement date?
Yep, unless mutually agreed.
Unless mutually, is that because the property's rented, is it?
That's correct.
Okay, so if you're wanting a tenant, folks, and an immediate return on your investment, then here's your opportunity here. Otherwise, if you're wanting to move in, you're going to have to wait that 97 days, or of course, unless the tenant moves earlier. Channels list, any additions, deletions to that? No changes there. So have a look at this coming up on the screen there, folks. It's a home that boasts a modern kitchen there with those stainless steel appliances as well. That monochrome colour scheme certainly sets the scene for your furnishings as well when you move in. The floaty drapery injects a dreamy romantic feel in the property as well. You've got that seamless connection through the sliders that lead out to that alfresco deck and the fully fenced and landscaped yard as well. Nice and handy to the huge Tauranga crossing shopping mecca and close to those stunning walkways and parks out there in the Lakes location. So in your hands, buyers. What I can tell you about this property and this location is you don't need $1 million to buy it. So if you've got $1 million in cash, put something in there, and I'm happy to work with you here this afternoon. I think people are going to be very pleasantly surprised at what's going to buy this great property. First call now. Second, last chance for a cash start. That's all I'm here to deal with, folks. It's the auctioneer. Okay, close the auction. How much do we need for this, Nicholas? I mean, it's a great opportunity and a great location. I mean, And I know the vendors are really keen to work with somebody. How much do we need?
The vendors have asked the question properly at $823,500.
$823,500, folks. That's your buy now price for this property here at number 24, Kenmore Crescent. If you know of anybody that's got that sort of budget, that's looking for a property like that, I would suggest you get them to act quickly. Call Nicholas in our Lakes office, because once that price gets out there, I don't think it's going to last very long indeed. Options now closed. Thank you very much. All right, back we go, folks. 56 Hall Road. Negotiations have been completed. We have our buyer on the phone has amended their bid to $1,130,000. Just confirming that. My instructions from the owner is to work a little bit harder. They're quite happy to continue owning the property at that sort of value. You will need to be better than that. First call now for any advance on $1,130,000. Are we in or out? Second call, I'll take a $10,000 rise if it's going to help you. Third, last opportunity, in or out? Auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Phil. Sharon, just keep working with those buyers. We'll see if we can help them after the auction. But the property is still available, but you will need to be on the northern side of $1,130,000 for that property. Right, back we go, folks, to our catalogue now. We're up to number 4/8 Shane Road. Again, another marketing consultant needing no introduction. Is Owen Phelps working out of our Gate Bar office. This gorgeous north-facing standalone townhouse in a popular gated community and nice and handy to all the local amenities. I can tell you, folks, that if you don't bid and buy this property here, we've got two buyers that are what we call those conditional buyers that are waiting until after the auction to put something to our sellers, but we'll give you the cash buyers the first chance. Property is formally described as a stratum and freehold. There is a clause in the contract that sets out very clearly that the vendor is acting in his capacity as the power of attorney for this property. The settlement date's 20 working days from today's date. Any other changes to the settlement or channels for this island? No changes there. A bit of flexibility around that settlement date. Of course, being a stratum and freehold, folks, you are bidding on the basis that we've provided you with a pre-contract disclosure statement and to keep it in accordance with Section 136 of the Unit Titles Act 2010. Back to the property itself for some pearls of wisdom. It's beautifully presented and offers a very safe and secure and very warm living environment for you in this community here. It's north facing, which allows for a very light, bright interior lifestyle as well. You can see that depicted on the photograph that you see up there on the screen. Like I said before, local amenities all nice and handy. You're handy to the arterial routes. You've got the Gretton and Lakes not too far away for a great shopping mecca as well. So without further ado, I'm here to give the cash buyers the first chance. Of course, remember those conditional buyers are waiting in the wings. Who says go on this one, and what might your quantum be? That was a smart move, wasn't it? Yeah. Try again. Okay. Could I suggest a $600,000 start? Somebody start me away at 6? Surely.
Yes, 6.
600, thank you, sir. Welcome aboard here at $600,000, and we'll go on $20,000 rises from here. At $600,000, with our starter bidder down the bottom there at $600,000. Who likes to pop 20 on top? Give you the opportunity here. First call now at 600,000. Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. It's entirely up to you in the room. No register phone bidders on this one. Happy to work with you then, sir, at 620 on behalf of the seller now. At $620,000, making it 640, can I say for you? Wrong way, sir. That's the international body language says that's no. I can't help you at that sort of level. Take me to 640. If there's no further bidding, I'll give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our seller at that point. Yep. Yep.
No.
You just went like this, sir. Way to confuse the auctioneer. I'll tell you what, sir, make it 6:30 and I'll pause the auction if there's no further bidding. Here to help you, sir. You've got to be in front to have the opportunity to work with our sellers, sir. Make it 6:30 and I'll pause the auction provided there's no further bidding and you can keep discussing with the seller. I know they're keen to talk. 25? Can't be any fairer than that. No? You don't want to own it. Okay, sorry about that then. Auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Owen. And the vendors are keen to talk to interest over that sort of level. Let's go straight back close to 141 Evans Road. We have amended bid up with our telephone bidder now at $980,000. Just confirming that, please. At $980,000. At $980,000, folks, your instructions to me is sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now at $980,000. Over the phone bidder at the back there, but let's be quick now. First call now at 980-000. Second time, third, last chance for your slice of Evans Road quickly. It goes, it goes. Sold the phone bidder at $980,000. Congratulations to our seller. If you're looking for a newly built property, folks, then this has got to be on the radar for you here at number 134 Union Drive. When you attended the open homes, you would have met Charlotte Gardner from our Papmar property. But what I can tell you is this property brings you boutique living at its absolute finest. The legal aspects of the property: freehold estate, 318 square metres of land, more or less, all described in the record of title 909195. Now, the spa pool and the fridge do not stay, do they? So they are excluded from the sale, folks. The settlement date's still 20 working days, Charlotte. So any other changes to the channels list apart from the spa and the fridge not staying? So there you go, folks. Back to the property itself. You'll recall those crisp white beautiful clean lines in the property there that are accented by that black hardware. It just looks absolutely stunning indeed. The kitchen spills seamlessly into open plan living. You've got superb entertaining facilities here at 134 Union Drive. The decking, well, that forms a 90-degree wraparound. The internal dining and living spaces certainly encompassed in that wraparound 90-degree deck. You've got the property itself, it's, as you see there on the screen, it's flanked by the tall fencing, offering you an absolute wealth of privacy there, surrounded by similar abodes as well, so that tells you that you're in a fine location, and this new neighbourhood is filled with like-minded residents as well. So, in your hands, buyers, again, another one that you don't need a whole heap of cash to own this property here, but what you do need to do is just tell me where you'd like to start the auction away, and I'll help you from there. Looking for an opening bid now, just in case you didn't understand all that gobbledygook that I just fired out at you. First call now. Second, last chance for the cash starts. Well, I would have thought we would have had people all over this like this. So, honeypot, Charlotte, we'll close the auction. We'll hand it back to you. I don't think it's going to take you very long indeed to find a buyer for that property. It is certainly a great offering indeed. So, talk to Charlotte from our Papmar office if you want any more information on that property. Alright, Daniel Dixon from our Mount Montgomery office has been presenting this great opportunity for you at 61A Campbell Road, folks. Built in 2019, but pretty much a rare find in this location. In fact, it's about as rare as the Warriors winning a game of rugby league. So the legal aspects of it, folks, the cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title, say 36D folio 1-3, 20 working days from today's date, is it there, Daniel? Any changes to the channels list at all? No, all is circulated. Just a quick reminder, folks, clause 23, that you as the purchasers acknowledge and accept that the flats plan does not correctly reflect the external dimensions of the dwelling, and you're purchasing the property on an as-is whereas basis. You enter into the agreement today solely in reliance on your own judgment and accept the property on this express understanding. So just making sure that you're fully aware of those terms and conditions that you bid and buy under this property here. So it's certainly a stylish interior that boasts those wonderful modern fixtures and fittings that would be fit for any queen in the lifestyle. Perfectly spoiled, perfect place to spoil yourself and your guests here in this particular location. Great for entertaining, as you see there on the screen. Beautiful clean cut kitchen to excite any entertainers with ample entertaining options right throughout the home, inside and out. You've got that wonderful easy care section, low maintenance, near new build, as well as I mentioned, being 2019. Great option for you to as a lock and leave or retire with everything you need just a few minutes walk away. So in your hands, buyers, who says go on this one? I suggest the annual will be worthy of a bit over 1.6.
Definitely.
Certainly one of those, one of those quality homes out there in Campbell Road. Anything over 1.6 would be a fair and reasonable start if you've got it. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm here to just deal with the cash buyers. Additional buyers, I'll leave that to these guys. First call for a start, get us underway. Second time. Third, last chance for cash interest. Obviously, you haven't identified a cash buyer just yet on this one, Daniel. I closed the auction, hand it back to you. But I'm pretty sure that you're going to have a lot of activity on that property very shortly indeed. Right, just a couple left for you today, folks, and one of those is this wonderful opportunity you see up on the screen there. Number 12, Emmett Street. Again, Owen Phelps from our Gate Car office been presenting this one. Certainly a very well constructed and presented character home situated in that very, very convenient and popular Creative Village location. The legal aspects of it, it's in the record of title SA 1013 is folio 109. You find that the property is a freehold estate offering you 822 square metres of land, more or less. Now we do have some clauses in the contract there, folks, so just making sure that you are fully aware of it. In fact, it's just the one, and that is, of course, a clause just disclosing to you very clearly that the vendor of the property is related to Owen as the marketing consultant. So just need to disclose that to you so that you are fully aware of it. 15 working days from today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties as your settlement date. Channels list on all as you've had circulated out there. Think about this, folks. You've got that large 822 square metre flat section. You've got the opportunity for potential development there with the home situated at the front of the site as well. They're lovingly maintained, offering very comfortable living while planning future options that are absolutely plentiful in this location for this home here. Fully fenced and gated, will that allow us for safe, secure child and pet outdoor living as well. You've got that, this is typical of a property that there are any number of fruit trees and plenty of on-site and plenty of off-street parking as well. So there's lots of options here at number 12 Emmett Street. Where would you like to say go on this one, folks? Somebody start me away. I know you haven't all just come along to see me. I know you're not all here just to wait for the last one. Pardon? $850,000. We're underway down in front here at $850,000. A little light, but that's okay. Mate, I'm happy to work with you from here at $25,000 rises. At 850, who says 875? Let's go there quickly now, folks. First call now at 850 second time. 75, we go on the back call now at 875. Back to you for 9, do we say? At $875,000 at the back, you don't have to wait for the 1, 2, 3, ma'am. It's going to come anyway. First call now at $875,000. Are we in or out? Second call on the back wall at 875.
890.
No, I need 900 at this point in time.
Sorry,
900, thank you. Appreciate you working with me at $900,000. Another 25 on the rise at the back there, ma'am. At $900,000 in front here. 25 do we say for you? Here's your opportunity now. Opportunities like this don't come up very often. At 900,000. First call now. Second time.
90.
No, I need 25s at this stage, ma'am. I'm still way too far away from where I need to be. At $900,000, take 25 rise.
Yes, right now.
Thank you. 25 it is. At 925. You do the maths there, ma'am. We're taking 25s at this point in time. It tells you you've got to go to 950. At $925,000 on the back wall. Are you in or out now? 950, can I say for you? Yep, 950? 950. At $950,000 it is in front. Do we say 75 for you there, ma'am? Put yourself back in front again. I'll take a 10 now if it's going to help you. At 950 it's in front. In or out now at $950,000. Back in again for another 10, are you? First call now at 950. Second time. Last chance at $950,000. In or out? Bids down here, Craig, $950,000. Can you see if you can assist the lady, please? Alright, last one for the day, folks. Of course, unless you're waiting for the end of the results on Emmett Street, we'll be back to you with that as soon as we possibly can. 172A Tauranga Road, Nicola Cook from our Cape Park office also been marketing this property here. Have a look at that you see there on the screen. Look at those extensive kaimai and urban views. Visualise yourself sitting back with maybe a pink gin or your favourite beverage, just absolutely admiring those wonderful views. So spectacular by day and by night as well. It is a freehold estate, 2,271 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer, all comprised and described in record of title 212261. 14 working days from today's date is our seal the date, Nicola. And any other changes to our channels list?
No, we did have a heat pump on, it was withdrawn just in case everything working.
Okay.
There's no water pump, it's not up there, but originally it was on.
So there was originally a heat pump in the, does it stay?
No, it's not there.
It's not there. Oh, okay. So that was a typo.
You're mistaken.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we'll blame the administrator for that. They're not here to defend themselves, so we're going to put it down to something. Hey, our mistake, folks. The heat pump was on there, but that definitely not there. So everything's ticked off. Good to go. Excellent. So, back to the property itself. Have a look at this there, folks. You know, I mentioned those wonderful views, so also visualise yourself. But if the winter months do actually arrive, they're a little bit slow coming this year. I think some people are quite happy about that. But I've just come back from Queenstown. They're not very happy at all. They're really looking forward to some snow down there. But this one here, visualise yourself just sitting back and enjoying that. The wood burner ticking away there in the winter time, keeping you nice and snug, and of course that wonderful flow to the outdoors as well. You've got the granite bench tops in the kitchen, and this kitchen is very practical and very functional. I think the whole property, the whole home is practical and functional, isn't it? It's just a great lifestyle on offer here for you. And of course, you've got that easy care side. It might be a big one, but it's easy care, and of course you're on the urban fringe as well. So without further ado, guys, where would you say go for this one? Who'd like to start me away? You're very accommodating lot today, aren't you? Hey, I really appreciate you working with me so smoothly. Pardon? Oh, holy moly, okay, no problems. I'll take it. I'll take your opening bid, sir. But at $1 million, well, that really leaves me no option but to take $100,000 rises from here. At $1 million, we're underway. Appreciate your start, sir. Needing 1.1 to keep us moving along there. Are we ever out now? First call, second time. Third, last chance, 1-1 we go. 1 million one it is over here, making it 1.2. 1.2 straight away. 3 your turn there, sir. At 1 million one at $200,000 with my starter bidder down here. At 1.2, making it 1.3, shall we there, sir? And we're out now at 1,200,000. Happy to take a 50 if it's going to make it a little easier for you. At $1,200,000, it's down here. Should we say 250? 250 on the note it is at $1,250,000, making it 1.3, shall we there, sir? At 1.3 we go now. At $1,300,000, another 50 on top that we say there, sir. At $1,300,000 even it is with our starter bidder down here. First call now at 1.3. Another 50 on top, is it there, sir? 50 we go. $1,350,000 on the right hand side here with the gentleman on the telephone at $1,350,000. Another 25, shall we say there, sir? Happy to work with you on 25s. Yeah? What about a 10? Pop 10 on top, put yourself back in front. At $1,350,000. Here to help you, can't help you at that sort of level though. Guys on the phone over here in the lead at $1,350,000. Are you in or out? First call now, second time. Third, last chance in or out. Felt like there was something might be coming over on me.
It's a sneeze, mate, sorry.
Okay. Sorry, sir, it has to be legal tender. Right, can't even take it as the deposit, actually. Right, 40 bids over here, $1,350,000. The gentleman over here on the telephone, can you talk, have a chat to them, please? All right, back we go, folks. 172A Tauranga Road. Appreciate your patience there. We have an amended bid now, $1,360,000. So you can just confirm that bid for me, please, sir. At $1,360,000, folks, your instructions to me as your auctioneer is to put it on the market and sell to the highest bidder. At $1,360,000, surely worthy of a $10,000 rise on top of that. Otherwise, it goes out here at $1,360,000. It's on the market, folks. The now selling sign's flashing. Out she goes at 1360 000. Don't let me get deterred by that. Don't mind me suggesting a 10. It was just a suggestion. Put anything on top of $1,360,000 and you make a lunch for the keys.
2,000.
2,000, $1,362,000. You bidder over here at $1,362,000. Fight fire with fire, sir, with another 2. Should we say make it 1364? Single, 1363. 1363 it is over here on the right hand side. Another single, is it there, sir?
Yep, thank you.
4. 1364 with triple O on the end here, folks, at 1364. It goes to 365. 365 it is. The same number of days in a year. Just got the million in front. Be a long year if we had 1,365 days in the year.
370.
370. Beautiful work there. Loving that challenge there at 1,370. Still take the single, sir, if it's going to help you though. 71. At 371. Should we go 75?
Yep.
75. Beautiful. Loving your work there, sir. I wish my wife would listen to me like you do. At $1,375,000. Another lazy single, is it over the back there, sir? Or should we go straight to 80 and fight fire with fire? Another single, is it? 76. 80?
77.
77. Got them back down to the singles now. At 1377 000 it is.
380.
380. Good work there, sir. Good work. Don't be determined by that, sir. Be encouraged by it. Think about the location here in Tauranga Road. Think about what's on offer here at $1,380,000 here for outright sale.
Just one, please.
Just a single, 81. 82.
3.
83.
85.
85. Beautiful. 85 it is. Happy to be here all day long selling it to you brick by brick, folks. At $1,385,000. Another single on top, is it there, sir? 86. 87.
90.
90. 91. Round numbers, sir. Tip it on its side. Often the round numbers are the limit. You're down there when you contest it. At 1,390. 1. 1391. I'll tell you what would be a real good suggestion, sir. Is just take it straight to 1.4 and see what happens.
You would like that, yeah.
Well, it doesn't really phase me, sir. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to sell to the highest bidder.
Just the one, please. 92.
92, no problems at all. Happy to work with you all day long. Highest bidder will own the property here today. 93. 93.
95.
95. Oh, beautiful. 95. 96. Shaking your head the wrong way, sir. It'll cost you more to get your head fixed if you keep going like that there, sir, than $1,000. $1,395,000 over here on the left-hand side. And we've got your absolute best there, sir. Are you absolutely 100% sure? Have a look at the screen there. That's what you're walking away from, sir. It's just like standing up and turning and walking out the back of the auction room and turning your back on this wonderful opportunity. At $1,395,000, the hammer's up. It goes quickly. Once, twice, third, last chance. It goes, it goes. Congratulations, folks. And we'll be back to you with the result on the street very shortly, folks. Street, folks, I have amended the bid now at $960,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, ma'am? At $960,000. We've just got a little bit of a consultative process to go after the auction here at this sort of level to get approval from some extra authority to be able to sell the property. So I'm going to close the auction for the want of any better bidding so that we can continue consultation. But at $960,000, happy to take a $10,000 rise on top and put yourself back in front. The opportunity is here. $960,000. Are we in or out? Happy to take a 10 rise to put yourself back in front. Otherwise, we'll close the auction. We're going to keep working with this 960 offer. I'm absolutely confident that if you don't do something right here, right now, you'll run the risk of missing out. First call now at $960,000 for the one of a better bid. Second time at 960. Third, last chance, in or out. Close the auction, hand it back to you, and then can you just put that offer on paper? We'll continue working with you. I'm absolutely sure we'll have a result on this property by the end of play tomorrow. That concludes our offerings today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and we'll see you back next Tuesday with another 10 auctions.